My lovely guests, Teena McQueen and Nick Cater. This is the final front page for 2022, I should say. Teena, your favourite story or the most memorable story that's really stuck with you throughout either the year or the week or the past 4 hours?
There was a recent one I really related to in the last 48 hours, and that's Joanna Lumley, who's 76, and was lamenting how women her age, and I'm not far off that, close to it, the strength and resilience we had to have as young women. And she's wondering if young women now are taking the victim route too easily, you know? So, and it does give me, I have given this a lot of thought because things were so hard in the 70s, 80s, which I quite remember well, but you ended up better off for it because you had to fight your way to the top. You had to fight for the job you wanted. You had to fight for everything, and I think it did make us tougher and more resilient women. I don't think young women, I don't think they understand that fight. I really don't. I'm not saying things are easy, but they certainly haven't had that rough road that women before them have to trot.
Yeah. Nick, to take it away from just the female issue, do you think it is a young person issue that we have to confront? It's not just young women that sort of need to recognise that the four mothers and sisters have gone before us, but it's a changing world, and we probably, all of us, being the millennials, the Gen Zers, have to develop a bit of grit and resilience.
Oh, I think that's right. I'll be careful what I say about the millennials, but because I find it increasingly difficult to resolve the way millennials think about the world with the way baby boomers do.
Jenna, I've witnessed young men are scared of young women, and that's tragic. You know, they no longer feel the freedom to just go up and ask them out or initiate a conversation. They sort of stand back, and I've watched this at different political functions where younger people are. They sit back and wait to be invited, and there's no natural coming together.
Yeah.
You know, there's no conversation.
We exist in those silos again.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that's sad.
It is, yeah, it is. 2023, it's going to be very interesting. Nick Cater, busy year for you at the Menzies Research Centre. What story has really struck a chord for you?
You know, it's always the stories that surprise you, and I think the story that's developed over the years that has surprised all of us in a good way is Ukraine. The way Ukraine has held out against Russia. I mean, this time last year we were beginning to get reports of the Russians massing on the border, and we all thought this will be all over, Red Rover. But the Ukrainians have fought brilliantly, and the West have stuck with them. So I think that's the most heartening thing in an otherwise, it's a pretty grim year.
Yeah, absolutely. Teena, that is interesting. 2022, maybe the year of resilience.
Yes, for everyone around the world.
Yeah, maybe Australians can learn a thing or two about that.